I'm not good with these intro videos, so welcome to Castrum Games. Finally got a little corner in the house to myself where I could start recording and not feel that I'm in the chaos. Because, let me start with, if you're coming over from my previous channel or my other channel, let me say that. Welcome. Hi. Thank you for supporting me on this journey that I'm about to go or have been going through. Most of you know, coming from the other channel, I go through a lot of chaos in my life, just with traveling, work, and everything in between. But finally, a little corner, as you can see here, that I've slowly started to build with my game store. So, welcome everybody to Castrum Games. This is a passion that I've had since I was very, very young. Something I've been wanting to do for a very, very long time. And now that we're in the probably the biggest bull market of gaming, right? Especially in the TCG, why not? There are your hurdles and your obstacles that you have to go through, but regardless of the fact, it's still a lot of fun. It's still been a lot of fun. And the purpose of this channel is for us to walk through this new journey and see where it takes us. I'm very excited. I'm extremely, extremely humbled for everybody who's watching this. Thank you so much. Like, subscribe, and let's see where it goes, right? Ideally, the end goal is to have some kind of brick and mortar. That's where the end goal is. But then at that point, it'll be a new beginning. So right now it's 8 o'clock, about to be 9 o'clock in the morning, and there is much work to do. See back here, these are the shelves where I have all my single cards. Right now I am mostly selling on TCG Player and eBay, but with eBay, I do very little sealed inventory. The reason for that is because the market is hot. So what we're going to talk about a lot in this channel is, like I said, the process of going through just running a business, right? Running this type of business. To talk about the market, talk about what's going on, and third, but most importantly, enjoying the hobby. So today, I do work this from my house, by the way. So today we have quite a bit of inventory that we have to go through. So we're going to be ripping some packs open. I have more inventory at the top, but I think I'm going to save that for later. But for right now, we're going to rip these open, and then we're going to start listing them on TCG Player. I am in love with the new Fable set in Lorcana because my favorite movie is the Goofy movie. So now that they came out with the line of cards, I'm just in love. In love. And I adore how they look. So these three right here are pulled, but I'm going to be adding them to my personal collection. I have pulled some really, really good cards from the new set, but let's get started. In true fashion, we're going to start off this channel by ripping some pack opens from some different sets. So we have here some Edge of Eternities for Magic. We have over here some Fables from the newest Lorcana set. And then we have some Pokemon. So let's hope we can get some real good stuff. And let's start ripping and dealing. So let's start off with Magic. Now I'm very, very excited about the new sets that are coming out for Magic. The newest one, starting off with Spider-Man, and then going into Avatar, the Airbender, which I love Avatar the Airbender. It's one of my favorite shows here in the States, right? Because I think it's still classified as animation and not anime. So that is a set that I am so excited for it to come out. And here we are, our first rare. It is Entropic Battlecruiser. And then we're going into a borderless Rust Harvester, which I'm still very new to Magic the Gathering. I'm starting to slowly understand the mechanics of the system and the game itself. And then I'm starting to really enjoy a lot of the artwork here for the cards. And this one is just crazy looking. So cool. Then we go into Weft Blade Enhancer and then into our land and our token. So that looked like a very good start to the pools. And I apologize for the mat, so I realized that I don't have a mat for opening cards, because I usually don't do this. So when I started recording, I was like, oh boy, my mat is, as you can see, very dirty. So that's gonna be on my to-do list to get us a really nice mat so we can do some really nice pack openings. So here we go. We start off with Olive Operator, Executive Saver, Nutrient Block, Ice Cave Crasher, Frontline War Rager, which this looks crazy. Drill Too Deep. Ooh, what is this? Deafening Silence. So this is what I'm talking about with Magic the Gathering, where it just pulls this out of a rabbit hole. And again, if you're new, if you know about these artworks and you know more about Magic than I do, comment down below, right? Help us understand, because Magic the Gathering, it's been here for a very long time. It's so cool. Like, I grew up with Pokemon, I grew up with Yu-Gi-Oh, and I've always collected both in the TCG and the video game space. But now that I'm getting into Magic the Gathering, and I'm kind of starting to get into some other TCGs now that I started the business, it's opened my horizon. But this is really cool. And then we go to the Invasive Maneuver, Monist, Corral of the Void, our Hollow, which is Starport Security, and then our land, which is Mountain. Good pools, good pools. Way to start the channel, way to start the video with some amazing pools. All right, so now we go into Lorcana. So what actually got me into selling on TCG Player was Lorcana, actually. When I was testing the waters with Lorcana, well, I was testing the waters with TCG Players at the same time. Hold on, give me a second. At the same time, I started getting, oh, this one's a doozy. Can't get this one open. So, let's go with the scissors. There you go. There you go. Okay. So, like I was saying, when I started testing the waters with TCG Player, I also got into Lorcana, like the TCG card game. Like I was very intrigued by it. I know it's been out for a bit, but I am a huge Disney fan. I've always been a Disney fan since my youth. My family would take me to the theme parks all the time. We would go all the time to the parks, watch the movies. So it's been engraved in me. I am a Disney boy, right? I don't go crazy with it, but I am a Disney fan, especially with Star Wars and all that. So when I kind of started going into the card games and we started kind of ripping some pack opens, I fell in love. Fell in love with the artwork, I fell in love with the design, and then now I understand the mechanic of the game. So there it is, eye to eye. Oh, love this. I really do love this. Started getting into the mechanic of the game, understanding the game itself. So it was just amazing. At the same time, I guess it was one of the competitions that was going on. I don't know, I really don't have a pinpoint on what caused it, but I started listing a lot of it on TCG Player, right? I used it because I was buying so much because I was ripping packs open left and right, you know, because I got really sucked in to the artwork and the cards. So I was like, you know what? I have all this bulk, right? I was so much bulk. So I was like, hey, let me throw it on TCG Player. Let's see what happens. And it started selling. Like, cards were selling. Now, again, I was pretty new to TCG Player, so I didn't understand all the mechanics, but it started selling like crazy, right? So I was like, oh, okay, we have a rhythm. We have something here, right? I could rip all of these packs because I love all these, and I could start selling the bulk on TCG Player. And it was Lorcana, like I said, when I started, that led me into the path of going into TCG Player and selling on TCG Player. And here we go. We go into a Grand Puppy, oldest and wisest, to a John Silver, and to a Stitch Hollow. So yeah, Lorcana has been really fun. We've opened up and we've gotten some really good cards. We've gotten 2 legendaries. Let me tell you, those are not easy to open. I mean, to get, regardless, however you want it. They're not easy. They are very, very hard. But once you crack one open, man, it is fun. It is fun, and they are beautiful cards. Okay, so now we go into Pokemon. A little history with Pokemon. It was actually, was it Prismatic Evolutions? It was Journey Together where I really got into like I said, I've always collected cards. I have my own personal collection, and I started getting back into the hobby it was right before Journey Together was going to come out, because the app, I loved, me and a few friends, we started playing the app, and man, when I saw those cards, it just gave me the kick again. So I started getting back into it, started collecting again, and then that's what got me into the business, where I just said, hey, you know what, let's do it. So I started with sealed products. Here we go with the Reverse Clang into a Reverse Hollow Impidimp and a Hollow Ends Reshiram. So, QR code for those who want it. So I started with sealed products because at the time the market wasn't as crazy as it is today. Like today, the market is super crazy, right? Like stupid crazy. But at the time, the market was not as bad as it is today. So I was able to find sealed products and be able to, you know, start like a small snowball effect of getting cards together. So this one, I believe, is Surging Sparks. And then from there, I just took off. And then, of course, I had to pivot into TCG Player because it's just impossible, and it's just not good right now for the sealed products, right? Unless you have the capital for it, or distribution, which is also somewhat impossible to get right now. Latios, and then we go into our Reverse Hollow Brussix and our Reverse Hollow Centiscorch, and then into our Hollow Coffee. Oh snap! This was Cofagrigus, if I said that right. I don't know. Not much there with Pokemon, right? And that's the other part, right? It's become kind of more of a gamble than anything, pulling these cards. It's still fun, still love to rip, but from a business perspective, it's just kind of toxic right now. So anytime I find some good deals on some sealed products, I'll go ahead and grab them and then put them on the site, eBay site. Otherwise, it's a singles game for now. This one's Black Bolt. I am very excited for this new era of Pokemon that we're going into, starting with that Mega Evolutions. They look great. I'm excited to get my booster box, because I got a booster box and I did get a Pokemon Center ETB, which that's another, whew, that is crazy, right? You know, that's crazy right now. But if you guys were able to get your own, awesome. I know it's difficult out there. Don't give up. Be patient. At some point, this has to let up. At some point, hopefully, the Pokemon company can print to demand, right? Even though from what I'm hearing, they're printing at all kinds of speeds, right? All kinds of volume. So let's hope. That's all we can do, right? Stay patient, be vigilant, spend your money wisely, right? Because it's a very, very dangerous market we're in, especially with all the scamming. But let's get back to the cards. Frillish, Zorua, Sweetwaddle, Duat, Zebstrika, Main Shao, Scrafty, I love Scrafty, and Reverse Pansera 2, another Reverse Gothorita, to another Hollow Cofagrigus, as I still can't say it. And that is it. All right, we're gonna end it with one more rip, right? Because again, I told you, I am reaching out to other TCGs, right? Learning them, understanding them, right? And one of them, which again stems from my youth, is One Piece, right? I was a big One Piece fan. I still am. I love One Piece. All 38,000 episodes, right? But I started collecting for myself, and I also started selling the singles on TCG Player for One Piece. Right now they're on OP11, going into OP12, and the set's good. So this is the one thing I don't like about it. It's the packs. Very difficult to open, and I'm always scared that I'm going to break something or bend, scratch the cards when I rip. All right, so let's go through these, see if we get anything good. Charlotte Smoothie. We would never sell a comrade to an enemy. I love this artwork, this style of artwork. We go into Basil Hawkins and S. Shark to an Albert. Wow, that looks intimidating. A lot going on this card. Really cool. I wonder if it has borderless. Into our Inuarashi. Probably said that wrong. Butchered it. Here we go into our rare, Cloven Rosen, and into a secret rare, as Snake. Look at that. Looks beautiful. Looks amazing. And that's what I'm saying. All these TCGs have beautiful artwork to them, right? Which makes them so special. So let me bring these in. Right? I would say good pull today, right? Good pull, right? These cards, oops, sorry, there it is. Beautiful cards, really cool looking cards, right? And different kinds and types of artwork in each TCG. But no Pokemon, but that's usually how it works with Pokemon. Okay guys, that's it for today. I need to get back to work. I need to rummage through all of these packs, get them organized, get them listed, and get the ball rolling. So thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe, and I'll start posting every single week, whether it's talking about, like I said, the business itself, what I go through every single week. Yeah, you know what? Let's do that. We'll do like a end of the week touch point. Excuse me. An end of the week touch point where we just talk about what the week went through, right? The store, the market, how I feel, how you feel. Cool? Like and subscribe. Thank you guys very much.